Good morning to one and all. In our previous video, we studied about the electric potential due to the charged spherical shell, at the same time non-conducting sphere, and based on that one we solve one numerical also. So continuation of that one, right now in this class we will solve some numericals, at the same time potential energy of system of two charges in the presence of the external electric field and in the absence of the external electric field. Okay, one by one we will discuss right now. So first, all of you watch all my videos and subscribe my channel. Okay, right now we are solving one numerical based on the previous topic, that is the electric potential due to the charged spherical shell. Okay, right. So here capital Q is the charge. First problem, capital Q is the charge. This is distributed over the two concentric spherical shells. This charge is distributed over the two concentric spherical shells. First one have the radius is small r and second one have the radius capital R. This is the radius is small r and this one is the radius capital R. This is the radius capital R, small r. Capital R is more than that of the small r. At the same time, surface charge densities of these two shells is same. Surface charge densities are equal. Surface charge densities are equal. What is our motto? Find the potential at the common center due to the system of charged spherical shells. Find the potential. Find potential at common center. Common center. Find potential at common center. So means at point O. At point O. So total charge is the Q, that is distributed over the two concentric spherical shells. First one having the radius small r and second one having the radius capital R. Capital R. At the same time here they given that surface charge densities are equal. Surface sigma 1 is the surface charge density of the first shell and sigma 2 is the surface charge density of the second shell. Right now we want to find out the potential at its common center. Potential at its common center. So for that, potential at its common center. Okay. So right here this is the data that given. Here sigma 1 is equal to sigma 2. This is the first shell and this one is the second shell. Surface charge densities are equal. So here I am taking total charge is the Q, that is distributed over the surfaces of the two concentric shells. So charge on the first shell is equal to Q1 and charge on the second shell is equal to Q2. I am consider that Q1 is the charge distributed on the surface of the first shell and Q2 is the charge distributed on the surface of the second shell. So that means Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2. Total charge is equal to how much Q? Means here Q1 plus Q2 is equal to capital Q. One more condition they given. Sigma 1 is equal to the sigma 2. Surface charge densities are equal. Surface charge densities are equal. So surface charge density, we know that charge per unit area. Charge per area. For this shell, that one is the charge by surface area of the shell. 4 pi x square, something x is the radius if you are taking. So sigma is equal to Q by 4 pi x square. But here r, small r is the radius of the first shell. Charge on the first shell is the Q1. Capital R is the radius of the second shell and Q2 is the charge on the second shell. So here they given sigma 1 is equal to sigma 2. Therefore Q1 by surface area of the first shell, that is nothing but 4 pi small r square is equal to Q2 by 4 pi capital R square. 4 pi capital R square. 4 pi cancel. From this one, Q1 is equal to small r square by capital R square into Q2. Into Q2. Substitute this value here. Q is equal to Q1. Q1 means this one only, that is the R square by capital R square into Q2 plus Q2. Therefore, Q is equal to small r square plus capital R square by capital R square whole into LCM only into Q2. So therefore, Q2 is equal to Q into capital R square by small r square plus capital R square. Capital R square. This is the Q2 value. Similarly, Q1 is equal to Q into small r square by small r square plus capital R square. In case if you want it, solve this one. Right, here you find out, first you find out the Q2 value and substitute that value here. Compulsory we are getting Q1 is equal to this one. So right now we know the charges on the surface of the first shell and charge on the surface of the second shell. We want to find out the potential at its common center. At this particular point, we want to find out the potential. So for that, here at this point, potential is due to the charge Q1, means first shell. At the same time, potential at this point is due to the second charged spherical shell also. Therefore, first one we are taking V1 is the potential due to the first shell at the center. So potential is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by. So what is the potential at its center? What is the potential on the surface? Same potential is inside also. In case of the potential due to the charged spherical shell, previous video, 6th video. Okay, once you watch that one, after that you watch this one, then you are getting the clarity. Okay, right. So here V1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 by distance. That distance is the R place, that is the V1 first shell due to the first shell. Next second one V2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into, this is the Q2 by capital R. Substitute small r, Q1 and Q2 values also. That means this one is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q into R square by small r square plus a capital R square whole into R. Yes, that is the space is not sufficient. Okay, we are writing here is equal to, this one is the Q1 by small r is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught R whole into Q1 is equal to Q into capital R square by small r square plus capital R square. So that is the potential due to the first shell at the common center. Next one, potential due to the second shell V2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q2 by capital R is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into capital R. Q2 is equal to how much? Q2 is equal to this one, Q into capital R square by small r square plus capital R square. So therefore total potential at the center, total potential at the common center, V is equal to V1 plus V2. Therefore V is equal to, which one is common here? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is the common term. Here this one is cancelled and here is also cancelled. So therefore Q is also common. that is the small r by small r square plus a capital R square plus here this is the capital R by small r square plus capital R square. So therefore potential at the common center is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught into small r plus a capital R by small r square plus a capital R square. So this is the potential due to the two concentric charged spherical shells at its center when charge is the capital Q that is distributed over the surfaces of the two shells. One more condition they given, surface charge densities are equal. Sigma 1 must and should equal to the sigma 2. Surface charge densities are equal. Okay, so try to observe this problem. Next problem, second one. So right now three concentric shells are there. Three concentric shells. First one, this is the first shell. This is the second one. And this one is the third one. This is the third one. Three shells. First one having the radius A, second one having the radius B, and third one is the C. First shell A, second one B, and third one is the C. So if you observe here, C is more than that of the B, is more than that of the A, and here plus sigma is the surface charge density of the first shell, and minus sigma is the surface charge density on the second one, second shell, plus sigma is the surface charge density of the third shell. We want to find out the, here we want to find out the first one. Find the potentials on surfaces of the shells. On surfaces of shells. So what is the effective or maybe net potential on the surface of the first shell, potential on the surface of the second shell, potential on the surface of the third shell at the same time. In case potential on the surface of the first shell is equal to the potential on the surface of the third shell, then find the relation if VA is equal to the VC, means VA means potential on the surface of the first shell is equal to the potential on the surface of the third shell. Then find the relation between A comma B comma C. Find the relation between A comma B comma C. So here first try to observe the problem. What they are given, which one we want to find out. Here they want to find out the potentials on the surface of the shells, means potential on the surface of the first shell, potential on the surface of the second shell, potential on the surface of the third shell. Okay, one by one we are find out right now. Here they given this sigma, that is the surface charge densities. This is the plus sigma, minus sigma, and plus sigma. Okay, sigma is equal to, we know that q by 4 pi r square. For the first one, for the A, sigma is equal to qa by charge on the surface of the first shell. We don't know how much that one is. We are finding out that one right now. So qa by 4 pi a square. From this one, qa is equal to sigma into 4 pi a square. Next, for the second one, minus sigma is equal to qb by 4 pi b square. Here they given surface charge density of the second shell. There is a negative one, means charge is also negative right now. So that is equal to qb minus sigma into 4 pi b square. And similarly for the third one, qc is equal to sigma into 4 pi c square. So here first we find out the charges. What is the charge on the surface of the first shell, charge on the surface of the second shell, charge on the surface of the third shell. Right now we want to find out the potential on the surface of the first shell. So potential on the surface of the first shell I am representing with the letters VA. Potential on the surface of the A shell, potential on the surface of the first shell is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is a common term, constant. So here potential on the surface of the first shell means potential due to the first shell, that is the charge on the surface of the first shell, means potential on the surface of the first shell is equal to potential due to the first shell, potential due to the second shell, and potential due to the third shell. First one, A is inside of the B and C. What is the potential on the surface of the B? Same potential is inside. What is the potential on the surface of the C? Same potential is inside. So means for the first one, VA, QA by this distance is equal to radius only, that is the A, plus QB by what is the potential on the surface of the second shell? Same potential is inside also. We derived the those expressions in case of the electric potential due to the charged spherical shell. Video 6. Once watch that one. Okay, right. This is QB by this distance is equal to B plus QC by same thing C. QC by C. Therefore, VA is equal to, means net potential on the surface of the first shell is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into QA is equal to how much? Here 4 sigma 4 pi, all are the common. Okay, we are writing first sigma into 4 pi A square whole by A plus minus sigma into 4 pi B square whole by B plus sigma into 4 pi C square whole by C. Here which one is common? Sigma 4 pi is common. Sigma 4 pi common, 4 pi cancel. Therefore, VA is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. 4 pi cancel. Here which one is the common? Sigma into 4 pi is common. At the same time, here this one is equal to A square by A minus B square by B plus C square by C. Here A cancel, 1A cancel, means that is equal to sigma by epsilon naught into, this is the A minus B plus C. Sigma by epsilon naught into A minus B plus C. This is the potential on the surface of the first shell, VA. Next, we will find out the potential on the surface of the second one also. Potential on the surface of the second shell also. Try to observe here. Yes, VB is equal. Right now we want to find out the VB. VB is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into. So for the first shell, B is outer point. Means this is the QA by B plus QB by B plus QC by, this one is the QC by C. So why? Because this B is inside of the third shell. So substitute the QA comma QB comma QC values 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into, this is the, here common, which one is common? Sigma into 4 pi is common. So right now, here this one we are getting A square by B. Next one minus B square by B plus C square by C. 4 pi cancel. Therefore, VB is equal to sigma by epsilon naught into A square by B minus B plus C. This is the potential on the surface of the second shell. Potential on the surface of the second shell. Next one is the potential on the surface of the third shell is equal to how much? Vc. Potential on the surface of the third shell, Vc, is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into same thing. So right now that C is outer to the first shell, at the same time outer to the second shell. So QA by C plus QB by C plus QC by also C. So same thing, substitute the QA comma QB comma QC values. QA, QB, QC values. Here which one we are getting? Sigma into 4 pi is the common. So that's way here Vc is equal to, this Vc is equal to sigma into 4 pi by, this is the 4 pi epsilon naught into, here this way, that means that value is equal to QA, A square by QA means of sigma 4 pi into A square. So A square by C minus B square by C plus C square by C. C square by C. 4 pi cancel. Therefore Vc is equal to sigma by epsilon naught into A square minus B square plus C square whole by C. So this is the potential on the surface of the first shell. This is the potential on the surface of the second shell. And third one Vc. This is the potential on the surface of the third shell. So still problem is not complete. This is the first one. Total this is the first one. For the second one, if Va is equal to Vc, then find the relation between the A comma B comma C. Relation between the A comma B comma C. Observe right now. Yes. So observe right now second one. They given Va is equal to Vc. Already we find out the potential on the surface of the first shell, potential on the surface of the second shell, potential on the surface of the third shell. So here Va is equal to Vc means these two values are equal according to the given problem. So substitute those values, sigma by epsilon naught into A minus B, this is the plus C is equal to, here this is the sigma by epsilon naught into, so right now last one Vc is equal to A square minus B square plus C square whole by C. These two are cancelled. So A minus B plus C is equal to A square minus B square plus C square whole by C I am writing here. So here this is the AC minus BC plus C square is equal to A square minus B square plus C square. C square cancel, positive. When this one comes here, that both are one is the positive, second one is the negative, both are cancelled. So here which one is the common? C into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square. A square minus B square. Here I am writing this one A plus B into A minus B. A plus B into A minus B, that is nothing but the A square minus B square. So here this is the C into A minus B. These two are cancelled. Therefore C is equal to A plus B. C is equal to A plus B. So this is the problem. Here they are giving the actually sigma surface charge densities. From that one they want to find out the electric potentials on the surfaces of the first shell, second shell and third shell. So at the same time they want to find out the relation in between the A comma B comma C. We find out this. So here problems are going like this. So these problems, not the problem, these models are important. Remember that these models are important for the competitive purpose. Actually this problem, previous one, which one we are find out? This one they are asked in a JEE mains exam. Okay. So try to solve more number of the problems. Practice is very important for the competitive purpose. Okay, yes, right, watch this one next. Thank you for all.